What's up, guys? Today we're going to be working on TRX Row. TRX Row is a horizontal pulling pattern. Like with most of our pressing and pulling patterns, we're going to be focused predominantly on what's going on with the shoulder blade or your scapula. So for all overhead athletes and in general, the population that wants to have a very healthy shoulder, the mobility and stability of the shoulder blade dictates healthy overhead movement. All right, so throughout this pattern, we're going to be focusing on good protraction, or that shoulder blade sliding away from the spine as we lower ourselves, and then starting with good scapular retraction as we begin our rowing pattern. That helps to strengthen the inner back muscles that are in charge of upwardly, downwardly rotating scapula. So we'll start with the easiest variation here, digging the heels in, squeezing glutes, trying to keep the body as rigid as possible. All right, one of the biggest things we see right off the bat is people reaching that head forward, and anytime you reach that head forward or put your neck into cervical flexion, we tend to get rounding of the upper back and those shoulders dump forward. So keeping the eyes up at the ceiling, chin packed as if you were trying to make a double chin, right? So making sure that the spine is nice and neutral. We're pinching shoulder blades together towards the spine and then rowing. All right, our elbows are not going to go much farther past our body than right here. All right, if we try and go up too far, what you'll see is the upper back round. We're dumping those shoulder blades forward and the scapula is kind of coming out to the side. We want to keep everything packed down and together. Releasing nice and slow, reaching at the bottom. All right, so allowing those shoulder blades to slide away from the spine, back up. All right, variations, in order to make them slightly more difficult, require you to kind of move the body. All right, so the first one, we can simply scoot the feet forward and create more of a downward angle. All right, other way, we're gonna slide these up. So if you've got, you can do them on rings too, really anything that's gonna allow you to grab a good handhold and keep a good body position. We'll actually go underneath the TRX. All right, now that we're underneath, we have a little bit more weight. We're pinching shoulder blades up, back down. From here, you can grab a bench or a box or a chair, anything that's gonna elevate the feet. All right, so you can go here. Legs straight, pinch at the top, back down slow. We can even add weight in the form of chains, weighted vests, plates, dumbbells, anything like that that's going to add resistance to that movement. The biggest thing to focus on, and what we see some of our athletes struggle with, as they try to increase the difficulty of the movement, we start losing that good scapular motion. So instead of this motion, it becomes this motion. We're able to handle a lot more weight, but those shoulder blades are getting stuck out in a protracted position. We're not getting the upper back to truly engage. We're really just working bicep and lats. All right, so that's the biggest thing to keep an eye on, making sure that we're initiating with the shoulder blade.